Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. If you want to follow along, we'll be back in 2 Peter, chapter number 3, and verse 14. Peter is beginning to kind of sum up and hit some of the highlights, stress some of the points, the important points that he has made, and just highlight some of the the important pieces of what he has said. And as he has previously emphasized here in verse 14, he says, therefore, because we believe in the return of Christ, because we are looking toward the end of this age, beloved, since you are waiting for these, be diligent to be found by him without spot or blemish and at peace. Again, just kind of recapping where he's been. And he says, because of the imminent return of Christ, because we believe that this world could end at any moment, that Jesus Christ could return before we finish this lesson this morning. Because of that, he says, we should be diligent. Years ago, when my first job, in fact, was in a restaurant. And I didn't know at the time, and I don't know that it's still that way, but at that time, you could count on the inspector coming from the health department roughly about every 3 months. Within a day or so, he was going to come every 3 months. And so, if he came January the 1st, you looked for him on April the 1st. And you started getting ready about March the 27th, 28th, along there, on up, to any time. You started watching for him, and the manager would have you do some extra cleaning and make sure that everything was, as much as possible by the letter, that things were clean, that little things like the ice scoop wasn't in the ice machine, and making sure everybody had their hat or their hairnet or whatever on, making sure the door was closed going out the back, couldn't be standing over, all those kinds of things that you just went through, and every little detail that possible, because you were looking for that inspector to come at any moment. Shouldn't Christians be at least that being prepared, being that concerned for the return of Jesus Christ? Because we're waiting for these things, be diligent. Be diligent to be found without spot or blemish and at peace. Friends, let's live today like this day may be our last day. Let's live this moment like it may be our last moment. Like at any moment, Jesus Christ may come, and we desire to be found without spot or blemish and at peace, preparing ourselves for the return of the Lord, without spot, without blemish, and at peace. Think about it. Have a good day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.